Ms. Woodfork. Constable Shorty?
It's going to continue to be overcrowded if you don't bring the inmates to court timely. And that's one of the main problems that we've seen in recent court hearings. You take your reserve deputies, you bring your reserve deputies over and make sure that inmates are brought to court. That's why you've got a backlog. Some of the backlog in court is due to the sheriff not timely bringing inmates over. So that's one way to reduce your population, because if the court moves timely, then individuals either get sentenced or sent home and they're moved out of your facility. So that's one thing that you can do. We've talked about recruitment. If you're recruiting individuals, if you're beefing up the workforce, then it makes it safer. But one of the things that you've got to do is you've got to rebook individuals, recharge them with criminal charges if they injure a deputy. They've got to get additional charges and face time for hurting any deputy that you've got in your facility. And that is a non-starter. It can't be that we're so concerned about our residents that we're not taking care of our deputies.
Okay, thank you, Constable Shorty.
Address that.
We'll give you a couple seconds to address that.
Yeah, because it's absolutely inaccurate. The issue at the court was weekend court. We're the only parish in the state that does weekend court. We have 2 courtrooms in the jail where not the magistrate, but the commissioners can come over and do court in the jail. And that's what they do everywhere else in the state. We're the only ones doing weekend court. Every month we take the entire population of the jail and a half to court. That is inaccurate and incorrect. Again, part-time lawyer, not really knowing what's going on.
Since it's inaccurate, can I address it?
Sure thing. We'll give you 30 seconds.
We've been doing this since 1974. New Orleans has had magistrate court and evening and weekend court since 1974. It isn't until this administration that we've been unable to do it. And I don't know why we're focusing on what other parishes are doing. We've got a high volume, high capacity situation in our criminal court. We should be able to do this. If you've got the manpower to put up tents, then you've definitely got the manpower to make sure folks get to court timely.
Deputies don't put up tents. And it takes more manpower to run the courthouse. It's less manpower to have it over at the jail. That's just common sense.
All right, thank you. We do want to move on just in the interest of time. Thank you for your responses there. Now, in this